Hey, how you doing, everybody? Cliff Yates. Tony Robbins is the real deal. I wanted to do this video because people are always asking me, how about Tony Robbins? We know you went to a live seminar. We know you read the books. And I did go to a live seminar almost 20 years ago. And I have read all of Tony's books. And I've read probably 100 books that he pointed me to. And by adopting some of those success principles, it really changed my life. Well, it changed my thinking, and that's how you change your life. The books that he has are Unlimited Power. I recommend this book. This is it, man. The Way to Peak Personal Achievement. Success Principles. Awaken the Giant Within is another book by Tony Robbins. He also has a DVD series called Get the Edge. I went to a live seminar where you walk the hot coals, and it was an unbelievable change for me. I met Marty Rodriguez, the #1 Century 21 real estate agent in the world. Her office is right in Glendora, where Tony grew up and went to high school. And so Tony's the real deal. I met him at the Universal City substation for the Sheriff's Department. He was up there with his son. I got to meet him. As I said, I went to the live seminars. I got to recommend following Tony Robbins. He has a new series, a docu-series on Netflix called I'm Not Your Guru. It's fantastic. And so I'm going to tell you some of the things. I'm going to tell you like one secret, just one secret that I learned from Tony Robbins. And that is the power of questions. It changes everything. Think about it. Every question you ask yourself internally or out loud, your brain searches for an answer, no matter what the question is. If you're asking yourself out loud or internally, why am I so screwed up? Your mind will not argue with you. Your mind will try to come up with an answer to every question you ask it. Why am I so screwed up? Oh, you're screwed up because of this, because of that. It won't argue with you and say, you're not screwed up. Look what you've done. Look what you've created. Look what you have to be thankful for. So what do we need to do? Just change our questions. What Tony recommends is getting up in the morning and then have power questions, morning questions. You write them down on a 3x5 card or a piece of paper, hang it on your mirror, and every morning when you get up, you ask yourself these 5 power questions. You can come up with your own. Questions like, what am I most thankful for in my life? And then your brain searches for those answers. What am I most grateful for? Oh, my family, my kids, this, whatever. The thing is, your brain is now searching for positive answers because you have changed the questions you're asking. How can I make this day better? What can I do to help somebody today? You can't have two competing ideas in your brain. So if you're waking up every day and the minute you wake up, you're asking yourself those power questions, you're getting your brain into that mode. Hey, listen, I got some errands to come with me. I'm going to take a drive. Get the books, Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within, Unlimited Power. Check him out on Netflix, his docu-series. Read his books because it'll point to you to about 400 other books. All right, listen, let's get in the car. Let's take a drive. All right, we're back in the car. Yeah, Tony Robbins is the real deal, guys. And I really want to just get back to the power of questions. If you can just start with little things like that, I mean, it changes everything. When you start asking empowering questions, I'll give you an example. While working for the Sheriff's Department one day, I got a late call. And so when your expectations aren't being met, I expected to go home early or on time. I got a late call that was some kind of sexual abuse or something that was going to involve me being at the hospital waiting for a victim for 4, 5, 6 hours. I was going to be late. I wasn't going to get off on time. And I almost got into the frustration mode, right? I became a little bit upset. And then I snapped right into Tony Robbins, the power of questions. So I started asking myself empowering questions because sometimes things happen to us that we can't control and it can put us down a negative path. So what I did was I started asking empowering questions. Okay, what's good about this? In any situation you find yourself in, you can ask yourself, okay, what's good about this? Well, what was good about it? I started coming up with answers. Your brain will always come up with an answer to the question you ask. Ask empowering questions. So I asked, okay, what's good about this? Oh, I'm going to get 5 hours of overtime, 6 It's going to amount to about $200 or $300 in my pocket. Now, I had expected at the time I was studying for the sergeant's exam to get a promotion. I thought I was going to be home that night so I could study. Well, I had my study materials with me. I had the policy and procedures. I had the penal code, all the things that I needed to study that night. So what's good about this, I'm going to get to study while I'm waiting there in the hospital. I'm going to get to study on duty. So now I'm getting paid to study. So instead of studying at home with interruptions, television, and whatnot, I was going to be being paid to study. $200 or $300, and I was going to have 3, 4, maybe 5 hours of study time. All of a sudden, my mood changed because of the questions I was asking and the answers I was getting. That's just one thing you could do to almost change your life entirely. Power questions. And I got that idea from Tony Robbins. The thing is, Tony Robbins spent, now 3 or 4 decades studying success principles, business success, and he points you to books like The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill, where Napoleon Hill spent over 20 years studying business leaders, Henry Ford, and a bunch of other people. And they have a lot of things in common. So Tony has taken everything he's learned in the field of psychology, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and he's related to you in his books and in his seminars. So the purpose of this video is to tell you, Tony Robbins is the real deal. I recommend reading some of his books. And before you even do that, take it from me. Try it. Start asking yourself the morning questions. Pick 5 empowering questions. And just do it for 10 days. 10 days, get up in the morning and start your day asking those empowering questions. Now, if you notice a change for the positive, then continue on. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to keep sharing these things. And maybe you want to read Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is the real deal, guys. I'm pointing you towards him, his books, his teachings. And I don't have any affiliate links with Tony Robbins. You buy his books, he gets the money, I get nothing. So it's just that sharing positive psychologies and philosophies with other people, philosophies and psychologies that have changed my life, there's no better feeling than sharing these things. All right, Tony Robbins is the real deal, guys. I'm on the road today in Southern California, taking care of my errands, and I wanted to make sure I got a video out to you guys and gals. All right, everybody. Cliff Yates. Check in for the next video.